Hello, and thank you for joining me today on Baha'i 101. I'm Ian, and in today's video, we're going to explore what Baha'is do to grow spiritually every day. Let's get into it. In this episode, we're going to focus on those spiritual practices that Baha'u'llah, the prophet founder of the Baha'i faith, has prescribed his followers that assist us in our spiritual growth every day. Starting with, before that, I just want to say that none of this I'm talking about today is fire and brimstone, you're going to hell type stuff. Baha'u'llah describes his laws as the choice wine and also as the path to true liberty. To Baha'is, they are a prescription for living. And Baha'u'llah, a doctor who prescribes a set of disciplines for living a healthy life. Everything we're talking about today ends up being deeply personal between you and God. And though we want to create a high standard for ourselves, life is about progress towards perfection, not necessarily perfection. Okay, actually, starting now. The first way to grow spiritually we'll tackle today is prayer. In the Baha'i faith, we pray because prayer has spiritual effect. It is spiritual nourishment, food for the soul. Prayer is conversation with God. Our souls need to connect with our Creator and converse with Him as much as our body needs protein and carbohydrates and fat. Since human beings have two natures, a higher and a lower nature, we need ways to rise above the material, to connect with our spiritual selves. And prayer is the greatest tool we have for this. The obligatory prayers, like a few other prayers, have been endowed by Baha'u'llah with special potency. There are 3 obligatory prayers provided: a short, a medium, and a long prayer, allowing individuals to choose the one that best fits their circumstances each day. Also, these prayers help to solidly plant us in the essential purpose of our lives, which is clearly stated in the short obligatory prayer. Thou hast created me to know thee and to worship thee. The next way to grow spiritually is to read the Baha'i writings each morning and evening. For Baha'is, again, that's primarily the writings of the Bab and Baha'u'llah. Baha'u'llah tells us the prime requisite for reciting the writings is eagerness and love. He tells us, immerse yourselves in the ocean of my words, that ye may unravel its secrets and discover all the pearls of wisdom that lie hid in its depths. Within the Baha'i writings, there are teachings and insights that, when applied, have the potential to transform an individual life and the entire world. Reflecting and meditating on the writings inspires us and is transformational for an individual. In fact, Baha'u'llah tells us to meditate profoundly, that the secret of things unseen may be revealed unto you, so that light may be distinguished from darkness, truth from falsehood, right from wrong, guidance from error, happiness from misery, and roses from thorns. If you're thinking about applying this, I might offer the use of a volume of verses called the Hidden Words, which are a particularly potent and concise collection of spiritual insights and guidance for our daily meditation. The next way to grow spiritually is to work on the refinement of our character each day. Fundamentally connected with our efforts to refine our character are to bring ourselves to account each day. Our spiritual journey is an ongoing process which requires the constant refinement of our characters and efforts to embody noble qualities like love, kindness, humility, patience, generosity, forgiveness, and the alignment of our actions and thoughts and words with spiritual principles. This journey requires patience, perseverance, and reliance on God as we strive to embody the qualities that will prepare our souls for the next life. So Every day, individuals are encouraged to spend time in reflection on our actions, thoughts, and words, assessing our progress along our spiritual journey. So the practice fosters a mindset of continuous improvement and self-awareness that is essential for spiritual growth. It's like a personal audit, a moment to, celebrate successes and identify areas of further development. Always with the understanding that perfection is a journey, not a destination. Baha'is are encouraged to approach our spiritual journey as a process of learning and to approach it with humility, recognizing our own shortcomings while extending love and understanding to others. It helps us to follow Baha'u'llah's advice to let each morn be better than its eve, and each morrow richer than its yesterday. And our final way to grow spiritually, and something I really love, is working in a spirit of service. Engaging in an occupation, a profession, craft, or trade is a law of the Baha'i faith, no matter how handicapped or independently wealthy. And we go about this with an attitude of lifting the burden of someone else. The Baha'i writings tell us that all effort and exertion put forth by man from the fullness of his heart is worship, if that effort is prompted by the highest motives and the will to serve humanity. And this is the true distillation of everything we've been talking about. Life is about action. Baha'u'llah's prescriptions for our spiritual growth have up to this point been mostly inward. But if that doesn't all get translated into action and deeds in the world, we're wasting our time. Baha'u'llah said, "The essence of faith is fewness of words and abundance of deeds. He whose words exceed his deeds, know verily his death is better than his life." So we use these daily prescriptions for growing spiritually that Baha'u'llah has given us. Obligatory prayer, reading the writings, bringing ourselves to account, and working in service to others in order to progress every day along our never-ending spiritual journey towards God. And baby, it's definitely a journey. Peace.